Alun, a frustrating result for you today at home, of course, but how do you sort of reflect on that in terms of how you saw the actual game itself this afternoon?
Frustrating is the best word to use, to be honest, because the first half was nowhere near and had a right go at them, and then the second half was much better, but again, you play better and then you don't take your chances and you end up getting punished in the other end, and we can't seem to put a finger on it, but there's been a lot of discussion in there, things that need to change, things that they need to fix themselves. They're getting a lot more than they've had at this football club over the years, and we need to make sure that they start giving it back, because again, that first half for some reason just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, I know you mentioned in terms of the first half, obviously when you say it, you got a little bit of a reaction in at the second half. Obviously you had a few chances, one cleared off the line. I think there was one where Dom's tried to lay it off in the box. It's a bit of a scramble. So like you say, you're getting chances in the second half, but then at the other end you get punished. Is it one of those where those sort of fine margins are kind of going against you when things aren't necessarily going your way in the league at the minute, or is that just sort of writing things off a little?
No, I think there's a bit of both. There's stuff that needs fixing from the players themselves, and then I think the goal that them scored was against the rugby, like the flow of the game. When you look at it, we were probably on top. We had to make again a couple of enforced substitutions due to injuries, and that probably affected the flow a little bit. And because of this rule, you've got to. I had to make another couple of injuries because I knew the lads wouldn't last, and you probably wouldn't have made them at this time. So there was a lot of swings and changes in the game, but it just, again, you've just got to go down to it just wasn't good enough. The work rate wasn't there. And I told the lads they can't just be saving themselves for cup games, because that's not what we are. We need to make sure that we're at it in every game. Hence why we're changing the team, to make sure that lads are fit so they can put everything into the game. But there seems to be something wrong with before I even got here, was the home form. I've just been informed that I think they'd be lucky if they played 1, 3 or 4 games since January, which is quite alarming. And we need to put that right. And there's only us can fix it. The players, the staff, everyone together. We need to find a reason why that is.
Yeah, I know you mentioned on the injury front, obviously not ideal for you. Joe Grayson and Callum Johnson coming off towards the end of the first half and a little later on in the second. Is there anything sort of notable in them two, or is that too early to really speak on?
I think Joey's both his calves cramped up. Fingers crossed that's just cramp and it's not anything other than just coming back in. Carl, it looks as though he might have tweaked his hamstring. Again, unfortunately, when he's done that block, which is a great bit of defending, and then he's put a great block in, but it looks as though it's come at a cost, which is a massive blow, because again, that's another right back out, and we haven't got the squad depth to probably deal with it. Kenton's obviously missing, so we'll probably go down to the young lads and have a look at them.